Hey, I'm gonna do. This is a platform for me to start talking about the things that happened to me in my life. Um, you know, this is gonna be hard for a lot of people to believe, but it is what happened. And here we go. Sorry for the cigarettes. I'm stepping my way. In 1991, I was working at 118 Market Street for Purcell and Simmons and Harley, which were a loan company that worked with food production. Um, I'm good with numbers, and we started doing free trade equity loan share events for all the farmers. We would go to their country and help them bring lumber and bring vehicle, yard vehicles and work vehicles. We brought them asset because they were suffering, and all we had asked is for our donations to reach at each country, and we were getting a lot of motherfucking donations. It was in 19. Uh, I started this in '86 after I got fired from Nintendo. And what free trade is really about is getting farmers to trust each other across the world, so all food production people can get the their their offered share amount of real work monies, and help the third world become successful. Well, by 1991, I had 200 $200,000, which right before I left turned into 2 million, which I was so ecstatic about. My financier had gave that to me because of what I had accomplished. And that same day, I was going to contact my wife and tell her that, well, I've had a lot of children in my life, and I was very excited for this. And this is the first week I got it. I didn't touch a dime. I was going to I'll put the whole 2 million in a trust fund that gains interest for all my children that didn't get taken care of, because I have amnesia. Unfortunately, I went from family to family, thinking I was starting over with no one before or after or in front. I was just able to see the family. I would make families, and then everything would go wrong because I would try to raise the children, and I was having war memories, carnage and shit, and then it turned into my baby mamas fucking getting wildly pissed at me because all I do is sit in the room away from the kids and chain smoke. Well, that happened a lot with a lot of different people, and every time I forgot because the trauma of having a family was completely destroyed in my mind. When I went to Cambodia, I was 15 years old. Don't quite sure that you that well, I just said I couldn't take it, I couldn't take it, I couldn't take it. And what I'm saying is I would you know, I was a gun schematics, but I was working in intelligence also. The CRA, Chinese Red Army, had me. They were in control of me, which the second down was the United States, because China was trying to help with on both sides. They were trying to get a treaty for Vietnam and America. Well, I grew up speaking Vietnamese and Chinese. Um, my mama, it's like my mama knew I was gonna have to go to that war because sometimes all she would do is speak to me in Chinese and Vietnamese. So was like, you know, um, they came to my house when I was 15, and you know, there were three colonels who were very, very, very interested in the complex mathematics that I was working on at 201 Poorwell Street. Poorwell Street. This little rinky dink. You can't even find Coa, Mississippi on a map except the river. Well, I, my mom and daddy were kind of freaking out because we had got a little money here a year before. It was the Christmas before I got a new mechanics magazine. There used to be a magazine that ran in the 60s and 70s, and there was contests to come up with the correct math for transistor radios, and I ended up winning that prize money that winter, and it was how much was it? $600 a month for 2 months. That's a lot of money back then. And then I started doing more. I started. My daddy had the Webster's Dictionary of Law. He had the Webster's Dictionary of Tools, Webster's Dictionary of Weapons. I mean, I was just surrounded by information. I slept in that room. It was I asked Daddy if I could move my bed into um his mechanics room because he wasn't really doing it anymore. My father is R.L. Burnside. My mama has the E gene. So, you know, my parents were proud, but my dad was a raging alcoholic at that time. He hated me pretty much because I came out looking white when all the other kids with the same woman did not. And if you look closely, it's true that infractionated melanin it changes colors. So my face here can change colors, get lighter and darker, and move. That's that's that is infractionated melanin, and it comes and it goes and it runs to my face, and it's like being half albino but Asian and black, if that makes any sense. Well, you know, those three colonels came to my our house, and were told me there you're going to have to serve your country. 'Cause my father was in Korea, and he never talked about it, but I was soon to see some heinous carnage that forever changed my life. And what that was they told I'm losing touch. The colonel sat down with me and said, as smart as you are, the United States government, the Chinese Red Army, and a couple other agencies have, because I'd send mathematics to Europe and stuff, and a lot of things, and they were finding patterns that they were already using in the special intelligence gun schematics. So I was coming up with new gauges, new slips, new cronks, new ways to load, new automatics and everything. Because the military was trying to build as much machine guns as they could, but they got the old ones from World War II, and a lot from France because, of course, France, right? The United States has got to make symbolism from buying weapons from France to give to their American soldiers that are going to massacre the Vietnamese. Because, as we know, the French have been very nasty to the Vietnamese, very nasty, and it's fucking vile. But anyway, they had told me you got three choices.